That every time we see it, Jeff goes, "That's a lovely picture."
I love this because it's a picture of Mount Jefferson. You know, people don't get to see it so often. Yeah,
I know.
Really
I just
nice.
kidding you.
It is so gorgeous.
Yeah.
And we have this great view because of how dry it is and how clear it is. But there it is. There's Mount Jefferson, just for you, Jeff. Just beautiful.
I love that.
That's looking out from Timberline. So we're going to continue to see the very dry conditions. And when you get this drier air in, it really reduces how much haze we see. But the one thing we are going to have to watch out for that could make it a little hazy out will be the smoke, because we are changing that wind direction now. Winds are coming in from the east, and so some of those wildfires, some of that smoke could try to push into parts of the Willamette Valley. So something we'll have to keep a close eye on as we head into the weekend. But for now, it is just looking picture perfect out. Sky's nice and clear. Here's a look now at Mount St. Helens and a nice view of that. And boy, did we heat things up. We've warmed by more than 33 degrees. We started off at 51 in Portland. Now we're all the way up to 84. And winds continue to come in from the east at 11, helping us crank up that heat. For this evening, temperatures will fall through the 70s, so not quite as chilly as it was last night. Temperatures feeling nice and comfortable for us. And the sun setting at 7:42 p.m. We are losing about 3 minutes of sunlight a day. So these nights are getting longer. So we're going to continue to see the cool evenings, but because it's so warm, or because it's so dry, and because we're going to see some sunshine, we're still going to crank up the heat each afternoon. For the rest of this evening, here's how it pans out. Upper 70s through 7 o'clock, 72 at 9 p.m., and then it's down into the mid-60s as we approach midnight tonight. Temperatures out there right now, 81 in Hood River. Portland at 84, up and down the coast. Temperatures in the 60s and 70s, but earlier today, some of you in the 80s, and we're going to see that get even warmer as we head through the next couple of afternoons as we continue this offshore flow. Fire danger is going to stay high today through Saturday night, and you can see areas highlighted here in red under that red flag warning, and that's because of how dry it is. It's going to be breezy, and of course with the hot temperatures. So wildfires that are already ongoing, those will have the potential to spread again. It's going to mean a tougher job for the firefighters, but also means if you're going to be taking advantage of this nice weather, heading out camping, heading outdoors, maybe heading out towards the coast, you just want to be very, very careful, because if any fires do get started, it's going to be tough to get them out. But we'll continue with the heat Thursday through Saturday, wind coming in from the east, and that means it's going to get pretty warm for the coast too. Mid-80s Friday, low 80s Saturday. Sunday we'll start to see winds come back in from the west to try to cool things off a bit. Now talk about a big game that's going to be very hot, and for a couple of reasons. We got a big matchup. The Ducks taking on Michigan State, but it is going to be hot temperature-wise. Temperatures in the low to mid-90s. So we start off the game at 92. We can see that go all the way up into the mid-90s, and then still at 90 degrees by 6:30 p.m. Right when the game will be wrapping up. So it is going to be brutally hot. So you definitely want to make sure you stay hydrated if you head out to the game. For the coast, again, nice and warm for us for the next few days. Breezy and warm, 80s to even low 90s up near Astoria. I-5, low to mid-90s tomorrow afternoon, even hotter on Saturday. We'll start off in the 40s tomorrow morning, central and eastern Oregon, but we'll warm it up into the low to mid-80s there. And then for the Cascades, mid-70s up at Government Camp over at the Gorge. Temperatures there in the mid-80s for Hood River. Winds coming in from the east, so the opposite direction that it typically does come through the Gorge. And then we'll see that heat things up west of the Cascades, upper 80s to around 90 tomorrow, low 90s Saturday, and then still heating things up Sunday too, and then it starts to cool back off again. But look at the temperatures going up Wednesday, Thursday. We're slowly seeing another climb. So as we go into the following weekend, it could still be on the hot side.
Which is crazy, because we always think this will be the last hot spell, and then boom, we might have weather.
Yeah, never say never.
Never say never around here.
Coming up, an update.